Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at noon.
A breaking news alert on the COVID-19 rates in the region. The state of Minnesota is reporting a major jump with 103 more cases for a total of 1,912 cases in the state. The death toll increased by 7 for a total of 94 people who have passed away. 213 people are in the hospital and 103 of them are in the ICU. However, more than half of the total cases have now recovered. The state lists 1,020 people as no longer needing isolation. The North Dakota Department of Health is reporting 28 new cases of COVID-19 today. That brings the total in the Flickertail state to 393. 14 people are in the hospital battling the virus. The death toll remains at 9. Over half of the new cases reported today are from Cass County. The others are mostly in Grand Forks, Stark, and Burleigh counties. We have new information this afternoon on the wind power plant in Grand Forks that's experiencing a COVID-19 outbreak. The Department of Health is holding mass testing at that plant today. All employees and close contacts will be tested at 1 this afternoon at LM Wind Power Plant. Stay with Valley News Live as we learn more about this outbreak. Taking that live look outside right now, sunny skies, a very nice change to what we've been experiencing. To see when we are going to slowly creep out of these colder temperatures, let's check on in with First Alert Storm Team meteorologist Justin Fanfarelli.
And thank you, Jordan. Good afternoon, everybody. Yes, temperatures remain well below average for this time of year. Here's a look at the low temperatures around the region, up and down the Red River Valley out toward Jamestown. We saw a low temperature near 20 degrees into the teens into the Devil's Lake Basin and out toward Lakes Country. Let's take a look at the current temperature. We do have some sunshine, and that's starting to warm us up. We're near 40 from the Southern Valley, Jamestown, into Lakes Country, 41 right now down toward Sisseton, into the Northern Valley, upper 30s, but still into the mid-30s, Devil's Lake Basin and northwestern Minnesota. Now, even though we do have the sunshine, we still have that northerly or northwesterly wind. It will be a little breezy, 10 to 25 miles per hour through the afternoon, and that is a cool flow. Mostly clear skies. The story across the region. Have to make your way toward the Canadian border before you run into any clouds or even some snow showers north of the border. So that's going to be the story as we go through the afternoon, as we do have mostly sunny skies. And we're going to stay dry with that northwesterly wind, and high temperatures will reach the lower 40s as we make our way through the day today. Now, we do have that warm up in store. We'll tell you when we get to 50, even 60, and we'll tell you about that dry weather pattern ahead that's coming up later in the newscast.
60 sounding good. Thank you, Justin. People in Minnesota might hear the tornado siren going off twice today, but there isn't an actual twister. It's part of Severe Weather Awareness Week. In the state, sirens will go off at 1:45 this afternoon and 6:45 tonight. Some drivers in North Fargo can expect to return to their normal route today. The North Broadway Red River Bridge reopened this morning. Officials say this is because the river levels are going down. One man is in Douglas County Jail on multiple charges after the sheriff's department says he started a chase on I-94 and then ran from his vehicle into a swamp to hide. Police say officers attempted to make a traffic stop last night near Osakis, but the driver didn't pull over and led police on a chase. Authorities tried to use stop sticks in a pit maneuver, but eventually 32-year-old Jay Roberts ditched his vehicle and then ran into a swamp. Deputies then arrested him for fleeing, driving after cancellation, and on an arrest warrant. New at noon, fewer oil rigs are running in North Dakota as the price of gas plummets. The state mineral resource director says companies have stopped production on 4,600 wells since the start of March. That accounts for about 260,000 barrels of oil every day. The director says he expects even more rigs will stop running in the coming days. This as gas prices are lower than most people have seen in their lives. AAA says the average gallon of gas in North Dakota about $1.72, with the average price in Minnesota at $1.62. However, in the FM Metro, it's closer to $1.50 to $1.40. The FDA has approved a low-cost ventilator developed by the University of Minnesota this week. The compact device, known as the Covector, was quickly developed and designed by a team of university researchers, a medical school resident, and an engineer. The developers hope the convector will be used in clinical settings where traditional ventilators are unavailable. Ventilators are used to help increase a patient's blood oxygen levels and have been in short supply as hospitals deal with COVID-19. That's the respiratory disease that's caused by the coronavirus. A record 22 million Americans have now filed for unemployment in the nation since the outbreak hit the U.S. Just in the past week, 5.2 million more Americans have filed for unemployment. This means roughly 1 in 7 workers have lost their jobs at this time. Some economists are predicting the unemployment could be as high as 20% by the end of the month. 12 million people are now receiving unemployment checks. If you're a small business owner who wanted a loan from the government, hopefully you already filled out the application. The $349 billion loan program is set to run out of money today. As of yesterday, the Small Business Administration had approved about 1.4 million loan applications, totaling $301 billion in funding. Both parties are asking for another $250 billion toward the loan program, though Democrats have said they will only move forward if the proposal doubles that sum and uses the remaining money for state and local governments as well as hospitals. Resort towns and vacation destinations continue to plead with visitors to stay away amid this COVID-19 pandemic. The concern is preserving resources for residents, including ICU beds and ventilators, as well as personal protective equipment for doctors. Sarah Dolph has our story.
Idaho's Wood River Valley, home of Sun Valley and neighboring Ketchum, is a hotspot for outdoor recreation and for coronavirus. The county has more cases per capita than New York City. Ketchum's mayor pleaded with visitors in a letter in the local paper to stay away to preserve medical resources. St. Luke's Wood River Valley's emergency department has seen admission rates climb 20% due to COVID-19.
If all of a sudden we had the tourist volume that we might have in the summertime or in the height of the winter ski season, if a certain percentage of those people all got sick with COVID and then needed to get admitted, that could overwhelm our hospital pretty quickly.
It's a scenario resort towns and vacation destinations across the country are grappling with. In Vermont, hotels and short-term rentals closed to tourists. One resort posting reminders to skiers and snowboarders ahead of a late season storm not to sneak in a last run. Injuries would further stress the local healthcare system.
The minute that we're ready to open up our doors again, every person within the earshot is going to know about it.
And in Hawaii, the National Guard checking temperatures of arriving passengers. All are required to quarantine for 2 weeks. Tourists encouraged to postpone vacations. The Honolulu Star-Advertiser reporting the state has limited ICU beds and ventilators. Regions that rely on visitors, for now, rolling up the welcome mat. Sarah Dolph, NBC News.
Otter Tail County, Minnesota is also asking cabin owners to stay out of the county until stay-at-home orders are over. If you do have seasonal property there and you want it checked on, you can fill out a form and a deputy will go to your place and make sure everything's okay. We have a link to that form on our app, the VNL News app. Coming up here at noon, would you like to co-host The Ellen Show or get a personal concert from Justin Bieber? We'll tell you how to make that a reality a little later. But next, Justin Fanfarelli is in with when we can finally expect more spring-like weather around here.